Howdy gamers, it's Timmy Wolf, and how's it going? We're going to be playing some Phasmophobia, and this is the newest weekly challenge. However, it has been broken since Saturday, so for the first 5 days of this challenge, essentially, I guess DK was on vacation or on break, and apparently he was the only one that was able to fix these weekly challenges, and he was away, so I'm surprised that Lavender wasn't able to fix it, because he is one of the developers that does the programming, the back end. But I guess DK, essentially, this is his game, and he hired 3 other devs to work with him. So I suppose he would know a lot more about how the game works than probably everyone else on the dev team. So now it's working, it's back up, and it's only been playable for about 2 days. As you can see, there's only about 10 hours left until the next weekly challenge. So we're going to actually play it before we lose our chance to play this really cool one. And this one is called Vulnerability, and you'll be going into this one with no defenses. Be careful out there. Correctly find the ghost type in 13 Willow Street, and you get to collect your $3,000 if you do it 3 times in a row. And you get all your equipment supplied for you, which is awesome. Even if you die, as long as you get the ghost right, you will be able to get the challenge done. And as you can see, this is the Easter badge that you get if you complete the Easter challenge. And I think the Easter event is all the way till about April 12th. I'll quickly show you the trophy that you'll get. If you go all the way back here, this is what the Easter trophy looks like. It looks pretty cool. It's got these little colorful eggs and then a big golden egg in the center. These are last year's events. This is Halloween and Christmas. Of course, these are your Apocalypse trophies. Of course, with the Tempest updates, they fixed all the different kinds of modifiers, and instead of 24 times modifier, now it's all the way down to 15. So if you want your gold trophy, you do it on 15. To get the silver, you do 10 times modifier, and for the bronze, you do a 6 time modifier, and you do those you get these trophies if you do Sunny Meadows solo with those difficulties. So that's very challenging. Here's all the cursed items. Oh, we got the monkey paw now. Yeah, Phasmo looks very, very different. If you've haven't played Phasmo in a while, they've done lots and lots of updates. There's all the bones that they have. Here's all the new equipment they're working on. So I guess there's 3-tier equipment now. Well, not just yet. I guess this new equipment will be coming out with 0.9, the next update that everybody's been asking about. I guess they promised it on the roadmap in the first quarter, but right now we're in the second quarter and we're still waiting for the updates. But look at all this cool equipment that they're working on. I think I haven't seen those yet. Still working on another tripod. Lots of cool equipment that you'll have to unlock as you play more of the prestige system and 0.9 update. Alright, so let's hop into the challenge mode. So it's called Vulnerability. We'll jump into Willow Street, and you'll see there's going to be a lot of Easter eggs all over the map. But we'll be ignoring them. We're going to just be concentrating on the ghost and trying to collect our $3,000. And since I've had to work, I haven't had an opportunity to attack this challenge. And of course, with it being broken for so long. So let's see here. At least we have 100% sanity. So probably the best way to attack this mission would be essentially to do a speed run and try and get the ghost as soon as possible. As you can see, we have no smudge sticks, we have no lighter, which is funny because we have candles, but we have no lighter to light those candles. Let's see here. And obviously no crucifixes. And there shouldn't be any hiding spots either. So let's bring in EMF. Let's bring in... you know what? We're not going to care about pictures. So yeah, let's bring in a UV as well for the fingies. And I think this is basically going to be professional mode because you have your screens, and we'll see if you have 3 evidences. Obviously, you won't really know what the modifier is for your weekly challenges. You kind of have to figure it out with the very, very vague description they give you. Let's try and find the ghost right away. We should probably look for the breaker as well. Looks like it's going to be in the basement. So we'll want to go as quickly as possible to try and figure out what the ghost is, just so that we can prevent getting hunted. Let's grab the breaker, and now we just got to find the ghost here. Oh, I heard an interaction upstairs. Let's go check it out. So as you can see, there's eggs all over the place. They also make a really cool sound. And I think on this challenge, I think you get the voodoo doll. Yes, you do. Okay. So if we want the ghost to hunt for any particular reason, we can use the voodoo doll. There's the bone, but that's not very important. It's 1 times modifier, so bone's not going to get you much money anyways. Oh! I think I know where the ghost is. Ghost is right here. Even through the remote. That's kind of cool. Oh! It turned on the light. No fingies. Alright. What's that? EMF 2. Okay. I'll drop my flashlight. So it's right at the entrance. That's going to be really, really good for us. So yeah, we didn't see any fingies after touching that light. I guess it could technically still be obake. Obakes have a chance of not leaving any fingies. I think it's what, a 25-35% chance that will hide its fingerprints. Let's turn off this light so we can look for orbies. Don't see any orbos. Put down our evidence items. So we'll keep checking our sanity ever so often. And of course there's not going to be any hiding spots, so we'll have to basically get a little bit creative. I'll show you 2 really, really good spots to hide from the ghost, or even to loop the ghost. I don't see any orbs, so we'll mark that off. Let's bring in spirit box. Let's bring in thermo just to make sure that's the right room. And sometimes I like to double up the dots and the book, so we'll bring in another book just to make the writing and the dots a little bit quicker. And you'll also notice that I have text. Text to talk. There you go. Oh, and I saw dots. Oh yeah, look at that. It's gonna be either Wraith or Dio. Piece of cake. So we'll... Oh yeah, it's really cold in here. It's playing with a lot of stuff in here as well. Let's maybe check for... Oh! EMF. Oh, okay. It's a Wraith. Oh, there you go. Boom. We're done. Easy peasy. Check that out. That's pretty awesome. We didn't even have to do a salt test. We get all 3 evidences. So it can be very, very quick if the ghost is very cooperative. That's all you have to do. So we just have to do that 2 more times. Let's see if we got it. Oh, hell yeah, Wraith. Beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, you don't get much money just doing the investigation, so don't worry about pictures, don't worry about, you know, being methodical or trying to get the perfect run. See, boom. That was a speed run. I should have seen how fast that was, but yeah, that super quick. Let's go back right in. Let's make sure we pick the right map, and let's dive back in. Easy peasy. There you go. So if you can get the ghost to not hunt you, then you're in good shape. Let's do the same build. Usually I always like to take a photo camera, but since we are not caring about pictures, I just bring in a UV. Let's grab a few eggs as we go in. Get some ghost fuel. Ghost hunting fuel. Grab the key. Go get the breaker right away. Oh, I should check the garage first. Back in the basement again. Yeah, I hope they have kind of a backup plan next time DK has to be away from the office. Oh, I'm hearing throws. Oh, holy shit. Excuse me. That almost sounded like a multi-throw. Like this could be a poltergeist, possibly. Could definitely keep that in the back of our mind. But yeah, I do hope that if there's any issues with the weekly challenge, or basically any event that they decide to do, that if anyone that steps out of the office is important to the dev team, they have like a field safe, right? In case if there is an issue again. Because yeah, I really wanted to do the weekly challenge as soon as it went out. I was gonna do it on my Twitch stream, and it kind of kiboshed my plans because I was switching from Demonologist to Phasmo, and I was wanting to do the weekly challenge and then do the Easter challenge. But well, first I found out the weekly challenge was broken, so I was like, well, I guess we're not doing that. And then I looked at how many eggs were on each map, and I'm like, oh boy, do I really want to do the Easter challenge on stream? Like, is that really going to be entertaining for people to watch me just collect 50, 60 eggs per map? Like, that'd be brutal, man. Absolutely brutal. I ended up just doing it off stream, and it still took, oh, I think it took about 2.5, 3 hours to do it, because there were a couple of maps in particular that it just took forever to find all the eggs. There were some eggs that kind of tripped me up. Oh, I think I see an orb. There it is. There's an orby. But yeah, there were like just like 2 eggs on 2 maps that just they were almost impossible to find, until I was like, oh, maybe I should look behind this door, or you know, look outside again. Yeah, it was kind of funny. Funny and rather, yeah, frustrating. What else should I bring in there? Let's see here. I got yeah, let's bring in, actually, yeah, let's bring in another book. So yeah, it kind of killed my ideas for the stream when I switched to Phasmophobia. But you know, sometimes when you're a streamer, you're kind of just going by the fly of your pants and just being like, well, okay, that's I guess we're making a new plan, or we're playing a different game. It doesn't seem to be spear books. This is the right room, I think. Yep. It's pretty cold. Doesn't seem to be freezing though. Can put a book here. Maybe put a book there. Has it touched anything? Any fingies? Seems like a pretty quiet ghost so far. Oh! EMF 5. So we got orb, EMF 5. So it's gonna be either Raiju or Obake. Okay, so that's interesting because it hasn't really touched a door or anything, right? And we haven't seen dots. So I'm almost thinking this is probably going to be Obake. Oh, hey, there we go. There's our opportunity to maybe get fingies. Oh, I don't see fingies. Interesting. But I haven't seen dots either, so it's going to be a bit of a stubborn ghost, it looks like. Now we could force a hunt and see if it's fast around electrical equipment. Actually, we could quickly do that. That might be the best way to do it. However, without any hiding, that makes things a little bit more tricky. But we can, okay, yeah. Let's show you some spots where you can hide in this house. Like, so let's say you're doing nightmare match or insanity mode and you just don't have a really good hiding spot, right? You can actually hide here, and it's pretty reliable, unless if the ghost just randomly wants to go around this island, and then you're gonna have to find a way to loop it. So this island's actually pretty good because if you loop the ghost when you're crouched around this island, if it loses track of you, like if it loses line of sight, it will actually end up, you know, changing in a different direction and just leaving you alone. Sometimes the ghost does kind of keep following you just because it wants to continue its path. But if it doesn't see you, it will just walk into a different direction and completely lose sight of you, right? Another great looping spot, or even a hiding spot, is behind this truck here. So if you're in front of the truck, the ghost will have to walk all the way down this row here just to see you, and then it will start chasing you, right? But once again, like the island, if you're crouched, sooner or later you're going to break line of sight and it will lose track of you, and it will just want to walk away from you, right? So yeah, let's start a hunt. This is a little risky, but this is an opportunity to kind of figure out the difference between the Raiju and the Obake. So we're going to do a little test. Probably the safest spot will be looping around this truck here. So I'm going to drop that there. And I'm also going to bring in another piece of electrical equipment. Now the Raiju is an early hunter only if there's electrical equipment around it. So if it's in the room with electrical equipment, it can hunt at 65%, which is coming up very, very shortly here. So we're in Raiju hunting range. If there's no electronics around the Raiju, then it can only hunt at 50%, which is really cool. And actually, I just recently learned about that, maybe a few months ago. So that's actually really cool to learn. Also, what's really neat about the Raiju is that, well, it will siphon the power from your flashlight if you're like running away from it and you have your flashlight on. So make sure you have your equipment off when you're trying to get away from a Raiju. Another cool thing is that the Raiju actually ends up being faster when it's chasing you. And then if you turn off your flashlight, it will actually slow down to its ability speed when it's siphoning power. Now that's going to be very, very difficult to figure out anyways, because, well, when it's using its ability at full speed, it's around 2.7 meters per second. But if you have your electronics off and you're just running away from the ghost but it's chasing you, it can start getting faster than 3 meters per second. And that's essentially every average ghost if you allow it to chase you for a long period of time, right? It's going to be a very long duration for it to speed up to that speed, but it's kind of interesting that if you loop it, it will actually slow down from its max speed of chasing you as a regular ghost than using its siphoning power. So that was kind of a cool thing that I learned from Psychohypnotic when he was looping a Raiju, but he had to increase his player speed at 150%. So you don't want to do that. But I thought that was kind of a cool thing to figure out about it, the Raiju. So yeah, I haven't seen dots. So yeah, I'm gonna bring in another electrical piece of equipment here, and what I'm gonna do is put it inside the kitchen so that we'll be able to hear the ghost speed up if it is a Raiju and siphoning from that power from this dot projector here. So let's put this down here and let's play with the voodoo doll. And let's see if it comes upstairs and uses... Oh, okay, we're already hearing the ghost at just normal speed coming out of its ghost room, so it's probably going to be Obake. Yeah, it's not speeding up. Ooh. There we go, you have to listen for the ghost whenever you're in one of these hiding spots, in case if you have to loop it. So this is definitely an Obake. Of course, it's going to be a cursed hunt. So let's replay with the voodoo doll. And it should be done. Let's get the heck out of here. Let's find out if we're right. And that was strictly a speed test, just to see if it's sped up around our equipment. And yeah, it started off in its room with average speed and never sped up using our dot projector when it went through the kitchen. So boom, not a Raiju. Are we right? Let's see. Hey, Obake, nice. Beauty, and yeah, we just have to do it one more time. Easy peasy. So yeah, the truck is a really good hiding spot. But there is the chance that the ghost will come and see you at the end of the truck, right? So just be prepared to loop and really get used to hearing the ghost walk around the truck to make sure if it's like coming from the left side or the right side, because when you need to loop it, yeah, you'll want to know where the ghost is at all times, because you'll want to stay ducked, so you're not going to be able to see the ghost, you'll only be able to hear the ghost. Oh, so you might want to get used to looping ghosts and figuring out where the ghost is just by listening. I think I heard a throw down in the basement here. Let's go check it out. Aha! Look at that, it's back in the same room as the last match. Breaker... Oh, it's in the garage this time. Alrighty. Another basement ghost. Hopefully everyone's having a great Easter. And yeah, if you want to do the Easter event, basically just do every single small map. You don't have to worry about the Easter hunt on the bigger maps. And you just have to collect every single egg on every small map. And it's a bit of a pain in the butt. You'll definitely want to try and bring a team of friends with you, because if you do it solo and if you're just missing a couple of eggs, oh my god, it's so frustrating. And also make sure that you're grabbing any eggs that are in the truck, because you'll be looking all over the house and be like, oh my god, where's this last egg? And it'll be like right here. I think it's just this map that has the egg inside the truck. And then there's like a couple of eggs out here around the truck. There's gonna be eggs outside the house. Oh, that could be possibly EMF 5. Ooh, yeah. We'll keep an eye out on that. Alright. Getting a little bit distracted here. Let's go and attack this ghost. But yeah, I mean, if you're really quick with collecting evidence, this is a very easy challenge for you. You can get all the evidence without getting a ghost hunt. But if it does take you a little bit of time to get all the evidence, you know, don't worry too much. Oh, we have freezing. Just make sure to work on those looping skills, right? Use the truck, use this island, and take your time. But try not to take too long to figure out what the ghost is, because once your sanity gets very low and you're getting hunted over and over again, it's going to be very difficult to figure out what the ghost is, right? So I think it might be EMF 5, but we'll double check that. Let's bring in let's bring in another book, because writing can take quite a while. Just like last match, you know, we didn't see any dots and we didn't see any fingerprints, and it was hiding fingerprints when it touched that door that last match. So I was like, well, okay, let's do a speed test. Sometimes that might be your best bet. It's gonna be spear box. No spear box. Put a book there. Put this book over there. Has it touched any doors or lights? No fingies yet. Ghost has been actually very quiet. And I think we did see some EMF inside the truck, right? So given that it's quiet, it could be a shade. We might be looking at a shade, guys. Especially if it is EMF 5. Can you give us a sign? Show yourself. Can you write in the book? Oh, wait, was that in this room, or kind of sounded like it was outside the room? No, think it was in the room. Yeah, where was that throw? Maybe... It's being very sneaky about its throws. Okay, there we go. As you can see, there we go. We got writing. Yeah, if this is a shade, it seems to be doing all of its interactions when we step outside the room. And we did see EMF 5 in the truck, so it's definitely acting like a shade for sure. I could stick around and just make sure we get EMF 5, but yeah, this is definitely very, very shady. Yeah, it's not doing much. Ooh. And as you can see, it's only doing interactions when we're outside the room. Ooh. Oh, come on. Give us that EMF 5 already. Yeah. This is definitely a shade. It has to be a shade. It's super boring, man. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, okay, there we go. We got our EMF 5. Alright, well, I was not expecting it to actually do a ghost event. There's a very, very low probability of the shade actually doing a ghost event when your sanity is over 50%. So that was pretty cool. The shade can get pretty active when your sanity starts getting lower. And there you go. It's definitely starting to get a little lower, so it wants to get a little bit more active. And yeah, it's definitely a shade. Let's get out of here. And boom, we are done the challenge. GG, guys. Mission accomplished. Easy peasy. There you guys go.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Boom. 3,000 big ones. And I think we must have gained probably around 30 levels or so. So there you go. Let's see here. Anything else that we can do? Not really. We can essentially do the Easter egg hunt if you guys want to quickly see it. Yeah, let's try and speedrun that. Let's we could make it spicy, but we'll do it on professional mode. I think that's doable. And let's add our equipment. This is my solo loadout. And yeah, we'll go back to Willow Street again. And let's see how quickly we can get the eggs with the ghosts on a professional level. Let's check it out. Alright, so we can essentially figure out what the ghost is as we're getting the eggs. When you're gonna do the egg hunt, I think it's best to probably bring a smudge stick with you. Just in case if it's a demon, because the demons can hunt at any sanity. And yeah, I've actually had lots of demons hunt me around 80, even 90% sanity, which is absolutely crazy. So probably my best tip for you guys, if you're going to do the Easter egg challenge, is do a very, very thorough sweep of the house. Because if you can look at every single corner and every nook of the house methodically one time, there might be a really good chance that you'll be able to get all the eggs on just one sweep, right? Because if you can do that, It actually saves you a lot of time. It sounds like it will take you a long time to be that methodical, but it actually saves you time. Because if you're quick and you don't check everywhere very, very carefully, all of a sudden you're going to be down to like 1 or 2 eggs, and you're going to be like, where the hell are these eggs, right? You won't remember where you checked. So kind of have a system on kind of sweeping each area very, very carefully, and you're gonna find that you might actually get all the eggs just with one sweep of the house. So that's what I've learned when it comes to these challenges, and with the amount of eggs on this challenge. Last year there were not nearly as many eggs. I think there were maybe 20, maybe 30. Now there's like as many as 50. It's insane, man. It's just almost too many eggs. All right, I think we got everything outside. That's very, very thorough there. Actually, let's go grab the breaker so that we can try and save as much sanity as possible. Now, the cool thing about this Easter challenge is you can do it on any difficulty. Any difficulty. You can set it on amateur. It does not matter. And on amateur mode, holy smokes, it takes a long time for your sanity to drain, so it's very, very OP. So if you just want to do the Easter hunt, yeah, just do it on amateur. There's no worries there. But if you want to spice things up, you can make it as hard as you want. You could have no sandy, you know, no lights, and just make it as hard as you want. I was kind of thinking of maybe doing like a no sandy challenge while collecting all the eggs and just getting chain hunted over and over again. That would be very, very brutal, but it does sound pretty fun. But yeah, be very, very meticulous when you're sweeping the house, and then before you know it, you're going to find all the eggs, and the run might only take you 10 or 20 minutes rather than missing 1 or 2 eggs, and then you're just just ramming your head into a wall, being like, oh my god, you know, where are these freaking eggs, man? Just absolutely going bonkers. Yeah, check up, down, around corners. Can hear the ghost being pretty active. So I could be hunted at any time. That's why I brought a smudge stick. And there are a couple of houses where the eggs are going to be in these cupboards, so just check them just to make sure. Sometimes they do it. Yeah, there you go. So Willow Street, be sure to check these cupboards. And the eggs are always fixed, so if you want to do this challenge and help out your friends, you'll find that you'll be able to figure out where the eggs are pretty quickly once you have done it a couple of times. There's another egg right there in the cupboard. I haven't seen any in the top cupboard, so don't worry about those. Okay, so we were pretty thorough in here. I think we've already checked the garage, right? Just make sure we check all the shelves. That was pretty thorough in here. Just doing one more quick sweep. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Nice. We check the kitchen. I think it's looking pretty good in here. Alright, let's move on. Egg there. Yum, yum, yum. Got an egg here. One there. Ooh, that could be a tricky one if you're not careful. Always check behind doors too. I don't think I've seen any eggs in the bathroom cupboards. Shouldn't have to worry about those. Looks pretty good in here. Start checking the next rooms. There we go, one in the corner. That's not an egg. That'd be one bouncy egg. There we go. I think we're pretty good in here. Next room. May have to start turning off a few lights. I think the max amount of lights that you can have on in each location is 8 lights. I think there's only 2 eggs in this room. Perfect. Yeah, let's start turning off a couple of lights. There we go. Because yeah, if you turn on too many lights, you're gonna bust the breaker, and then you're gonna have to go down, find the breaker, turn it back on, then turn on all the lights that you want on again. It's looking pretty good. Oh, okay, the ghost is definitely down here. Sounds like it's in this first room there. I think we should almost be done the egg hunt. We were very, very careful. So I will not be surprised if we'll be done shortly. Oh, it's freezing temps. We can figure out what the ghost is after. Grab the bone. Just don't hunt me. It's a little spooky that it's freezing because it could be a demon. As you can see, I think this is the last room, and we still have more eggs. I didn't hear the weird laughing giggle to indicate if there you go. Hey, we did it, guys. Awesome. There you guys go. We did the entire egg hunt, and that only took what, maybe 5 minutes or so, 6 minutes. So if you just do a nice long, very, very detailed sweep, it actually saves you a lot of time. And there we go. We actually did before our sanity dropped 75%. And just for the hell of it, let's figure out what the ghost is. Just for shits and giggles. We have all 3 evidences, since we did it on professional mode. And if you want even more time to figure out where all the eggs are, you can just slap the difficulty on amateur and just enjoy the egg hunting experience. And if your sanity starts to dip a little too low, just grab some pills. No biggie. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's probably a lot more fun with friends. But if you want to do it solo, just, yeah, nice, thorough sweep, and take your time. Because if you miss a few eggs and you lose track of which part of the house that you've looked in, then yeah. Oh, could be EMF5, okay. And let's grab, yeah, we know it's freezing. Let's bring in the crucifix, in case if it's a early hunter. Actually, I don't think I have that in my book. Yeah, freezing temps. Yeah, the farmhouses are pretty tricky. The eggs are pretty scattered outside, and the yards are very, very big on the farmhouses, right? So it's definitely better with friends. It's not spear box. Let's check for orbs. I didn't see any orbs first time I looked through the camera. Yeah, no Orbeez. So yeah, no spear box, no orbs. Oh, a demon's still on the table. Luckily it hasn't hunted us earlier on, but we are getting pretty close to its average time when it hunts, because usually it hunts around 7% sanity, but it has the opportunity or the chance to hunt even earlier than that. Let's bring in, yeah, oh yeah, we'll need UV. Let's bring in another book. You know what, I'm going to drop my flashlight and go on with another dot. Let's see where, ah yes, okay, the Oni would be dots. So let's go check for Oni. The ghost is very, very quiet. It could be another shade, which would be kind of funny. Oh, did he? Oh, you turned off the breaker. I wanted to go in. Oh no, is the breaker? Is the breaker downstairs? Yeah, I guess it is, eh? Oh bugger. Well, ooh, we're gonna tempt fate. Try and get the breaker without a flashlight. Ooh, is this gonna be bad? Oh, oh, I hear ghost writing. Okay, so it is definitely between shade and demon now. And we did see EMF5 on the book or in the truck, right? So this could be another shade, guys, which would be freaking hilarious. Oh my god, look at that. EMF5. And it's writing in the other book. Oh, there you guys go. It's another shade. Wow. Unbelievable. Well, I could have got a whole bunch of photos and all that stuff, but we did the Easter egg hunt and ID'd the ghost, so that's pretty good. Let's get the heck out of here. And yeah, there you guys go. Thank you very much for joining me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to like, subscribe. Feel free to comment, ask any questions you guys want. It's an open forum. And yeah, that was fantastic. Feel free to join me on Twitch as well. I am Timmy Wolf 2022. Feel free to seek me out. I'll have the link in my description as well. And yeah, let's go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. I'll probably do another video for the next weekly challenge. I'm looking forward to that. And that's only 10 hours away. But if you haven't done it yet, yeah, get it done today.
Welcome back.
And boom.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
Piece of cake, guys. All right. Thank you very much for joining me. Take care, everyone. Happy Easter, and stay healthy. And hopefully you guys have some good time with your family and eat well. Get some food in that belly. Bye, everyone. Have a good one.